Hey, what's up, everyone? You know what time it is. Let me check my platforms and all that good stuff to make sure everything is working like it's supposed to. Let's check out LinkedIn, make sure that is up to par. And also put thumbs up or thumbs down if you can hear or see me clearly. If you can't, put the thumbs down. If you can, put the thumbs up. Make sure I'm not lagging. Make sure I'm not doing any of that good stuff. Okay, so LinkedIn seems to be great. Okay, all right. Okay. So appreciate everybody that's just showing up today, right? This is called the Cloud Confidence Clinic, and I'm really just set on helping you build the mindset to land a cloud role. And I want to do this every week. Um, it's a Monday, but my plans is to do it Sunday. I might move it to Monday. I'll let y'all know. But it's gonna be a weekly thing where I'm just going to answer some questions. Particularly, I would like for you to send your questions in before the live starts. You can inbox me on LinkedIn with any questions. No question is a dumb question or a stupid question, right? You don't know what you don't know. So you here to get it answered, right? And if I can answer it, I'm going to answer it. If I can't, I'm just going to keep it real with you and say I'm gonna get back to you on that, right? And I'll do some research. But for those of you who really don't know me, my name is Broadus Palmer. I'm a cloud career coach and founder of Level Up in Tech, where we actually just help career transitioners and aspiring tech professionals go from stuck and uncertified to skilled, experienced, and confidently hired without wasting time on content that doesn't lead to job offers. Our job is to really just help you just gain the experience you need, build the strategy, because that's what it's going to take right now for you to land a role, especially in cloud computing. We focus on cloud engineering and we just help you get the bag. So over time, when you keep applying these things, you'll be successful. All right. So I just want to make sure everybody can hear and see me. If you have any questions, though, make sure you put them in the comments. They will show up. I will get to them if I have time, or if it sparks the interest. I'll just put it on the screen right there and we'll just tackle it. All right. But the goal is for these cloud confidence clinics is to really just reframe your mindset and help you walk away with a new frame of mind. The industry can be brutal as far as, you know, jobs and what people are expecting as far as being able to land something. And everyone has different expectations. Everyone is affected differently through the job market, right? And I just want to give you a dose of reality, but also some hope and motivation, because you can be successful in this market. Like, I don't care what anyone says. If someone says, "Oh my God, it's so saturated, there's no jobs, I'm quitting," they just let the market get the best of them, right? They just accepted defeat. So, for instance, think about this. You remember, like, if you're a gamer, right? Even me back in the day when I was a kid, like when we played like Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog, and I'm showing my age, but Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog, and all these level games, and we get to certain levels and we couldn't beat it. We got frustrated, right? Someone's made through we throw the controller. God damn it. You like we just get frustrated, but guess what? We go back and we do it over and over and over and over again until until we become successful. So think about that. Think about it. We do it over and over again until we become successful. And we don't even think twice. But here it is in this job market where most of us, not all of us, most of us already have a job. Most of us already have a job, and we get a no, or we can't get to the next level, and we just get frustrated and we quit. Think about that. We quit because we got a no. See, man, I told you this shit ain't even, we get raise your hand. Raise your hand if you ever been like that. Hey, don't be ashamed. I've been like that too. I'm gonna raise my hand. But give me a hand raise if you ever felt like that when you applied to a job, or even feeling like that now that you're ready to quit because you just feel like you can't break through the noise. I want to see how many people out here that feel the same way. Put your hand up. I know we got a little delay, so I'll just wait just a couple of seconds to see if anybody put their hand up. Because I mean, this is what I see across everything. And what we have to understand is what we focus on, right, is given to us. What we focus on is what we pay attention to. If you want to continue to focus on people who are on LinkedIn talking about, the job market is atrocious, they can't land something. I had a guy tell me, and hey, guy, if you looking at me, you seeing this, I'm not trying to disrespect it any type of way, but it's hard for me to really understand. He said, "Man, I've been applying to jobs for the last 3 years. I ain't no interview. No, it's like you've been applying to jobs for 3 years, 36 months, 365 days times three, and you got no interviews, and you're going to say it is the job market. It can't be. It's no way that you can do something for 3 years and don't have any, you have zero percent success. It's no way. It has to be your approach. It has to be your strategy. It has to be something that you are doing that is not helping you get to the next level. All right. So with that, once again, if you have any questions, like listen, I know we're live. I know people are looking and watching, and I know you're probably like, "Oh man, I don't want to." Listen, put your question in the chat. This is what we're here for. We're here to build each other up, build the mindset that's needed to get to the next level, right? And you want these answers. You don't know what you don't know, and you never know. Your question could spark a relationship with somebody who actually can connect with you and help you with that opportunity that you've been looking for. This is a networking opportunity as well. So let me get to the first question. The first question that I had somebody DM me yesterday was, how do I know if I'm actually ready for a cloud role? That's a good question. You know what? How many of you put your hands up? How many of you are feeling that way right now? Like, I don't even know if I'm actually ready for a cloud roll. Put your hands up. I want to see how many people are here. Put your hands up right now. Let me see that. I know we got a little delay. We're gonna take our time, but put your hands up. How many people feel like they don't even know if they're actually ready for a cloud roll? They've been studying, you've been, you got some certs, you may have done a few projects, but like, I don't even know, bro. It's like, how do I know if I'm ready? So let me see. Put your hand up. So to that question, right? For someone, okay, we got a couple people. All right, you're closer than you think. Like, there is no, you're ready to be a cloud engineer. You're ready to go to the next stage. You've done this, you've done that, you've done this, you're ready. Being ready to be a cloud engineer or just a working cloud in general comes in different forms. Right. So, and it all depends on the company, people you talk to, how you talk to them. All of these things come into play just to determine if you get the opportunity. Because a lot of people who get the opportunity are not ready. And to be honest with you, you shouldn't wait till you feel ready, right? Because this is a process. Your mindset right now should be detached, and it's hard. It's hard, but this is the way to do it. You should be detached from the outcome. If your goal is to land a role, right? You should be like, you know what? Fuck landing a role. I'm just going to get better and better. Every new thing that comes out, I'm gonna learn about it. I may not touch it as far as getting experience, but I'm gonna read about it. I'm gonna learn how this is affecting the industry. Every single day, I'm gonna commit myself to just becoming better and better and better. And when the opportunities come, you're just going to be aligned. And this is all about dating, right? So think about it, you're just going on a date, you're trying to find a partner, right? People say, "How do I know I'm ready to date?" You may not be ready to date. You may have had your heart crushed before, right? Some of you may have just gotten fired from a job and had your heart crushed. You don't know if you're ready until you find alignment. So when that right person comes along, you can go and be nervous all you want and go on dates and mess them up because you feel like you have to be a certain way. And then you just find that person and just align, and you're like, yo, wow. Yeah, yeah. I really like them. Absolutely. That's exactly how you're going to uh, feel when you're interviewing for a job. You don't know. The only thing you can do is prep and prepare and show what you've done that aligns to the problems that they want you to solve. All right. So there is no formula of being ready, but there's a formula for preparation, right? So, number one, if you understand the cloud basics, right? You understand what infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, function as a service. You don't have to understand them on a deep level, but understand the basics of like what that is. And if you look at the job description that you apply to a company, and these questions don't really come into play until you either start applying to a job or a job actually reaches back out, right? And you're like, oh my god, because we all want we say we want something until we get it, right? So the job has reached out and says, hey, whoever, we want to interview you, and you're like, oh my god, what am I going to do? Then you say, am I even ready? If you understand cloud basics, if you understand what they want you to do, and you have built or touched some of those tools and services. So let's say they want you to have experience with Terraform, they want you to have some Linux experience, Python scripting experience, and some AI tooling, or let's just say some Kubernetes experience, right? If you built some projects and you solve problems with those exact tools and services that they want you to have, guess what that's called? Can anyone guess, even if you have projects building and deploying and troubleshooting and solving problems with those tools and services, can you guess what that is called? Who can guess that in the comments? What is that called? It's called something that's on the tip of my tongue. What do you think that's called when you look at a job description and you like, I've worked with those things, even if it's not in the job, but I've worked with those things. What is that called? Let me see if y'all can guess that. Come on now, don't leave your boy hanging now. What is that called? Let me know. Let me give y'all 10 more seconds. Somebody get that is called experience. We all think that we should be in a role doing these things. Exposure equals experience, or exposure equals experience. You expose yourself to something, you have experience with it. No? Okay. So let's say if you never plant plants in your job. I mean, plant plants in your yard, right? And now you have to plant a plant. You've never done it before, and you don't work for a landscaping company, right? But you research how to plant it, and you went ahead and planted it, and you planted your first plant. That's not experience. You don't have experience planting plants. Tell me if I'm wrong now. Tell me if I'm wrong. So let me put it to you like this. Let's say you have somebody who works for at a landscaping company, and they don't plant plants, but they cut grass. They do all these other things with these other tools, but they never plant plants before. And you planted a couple on your own. And let's say you get hired by this landscaping company, and they say, man, this next job we got, this lady wants us to plant 5 plants. And the people that you with have never planted plants before, but you have. Who has the most experience? I wait, tell me. Who has the most experience out of this? Let's change that perspective. Who has the most experience? Tell me. I want y'all to tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Who has the most experience? Listen, I'm reframing your mind because the tools that you expose with, even if you have projects, if you can show now, let me rewind this. You may have projects, right? But if you can't talk about them and talk about how you can solve or what problem that solved, and you can't convert that into value, how it impacts a business, that's not experience. That's just you just was an order take. You have experience building it, but companies, anybody can do the tech. Anybody can be an order taker. You can learn how to, but they want someone who can really just understands how this tool works and like how you solve the problem with it and how it aligns to the business. That's it. So if you have those things, right, you are lining up to say, I'm ready for this position. All right. And you're not afraid to learn. So this is the third thing. You're not afraid to learn. You're learning with intent. So even if you don't have experience with something and they ask you something in the interview, you're like, hey, you can say, well, I don't have experience with this and leave it alone. Or you can say, hey Malik, I don't have experience with that, but I'm pretty confident with the way I learn. I'm able to learn this quickly, get up to speed, share with the team, and solve problems with this in no time. That's what they want to hear. That's what they want to see from you. And they want to see that you can solve real problems. Real problems. See what I'm saying? The experience is the experience. So yes, you're gonna look at it and be like, well, they said they want 3 years of experience. That's cool. That's cool, right? But guess what? Shoot your shot anyway. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I've seen hundreds of candidates get into a job where they were grilled on certain things, only to get into the role, and they're the only ones that know it. And you'll have a peer or coworker, whoever you want to call it, and you'll be like, oh man, I've been working on Terraform for the past, year doing this and that. And that person be like, oh man, I ain't touched Terraform yet. How long you been? Oh, I've been doing this job for 5. You ain't touched Terraform? You're gonna be surprised. Like, hold on, you what? You're gonna come back like, hey bro, it's like, hey man, like I'm the only one on the team to know Terraform. I just I just got here. That is exactly this is exactly what you're gonna go through. While we think we need to know all these things, no, we just know. We just need to know how these things solve problems, how we solve problems with it, and how it aligns to the business outcome. Being ready doesn't mean being perfect. You would never be perfect, ever. This is how you switch your mindset. You're going to do it scared anyway. That's your ready. Your ready is doing it without feeling ready. And I promise you, you would never get over that because you're going to get in a role. And if it's a role that's really pushing you, right? If that's a role that's really pushing you, then you're going to forever feel out of your comfort zone. You're going to forever feel like I'm just learning, boy. I don't even, man, they got me learning so much. And you're going to look back and you're going to realize like, yo, I've been in here 3 years and I learned a shit ton. And I just remember when I came in and I felt like I wasn't good enough. You're going to always feel like that. Always. Because tech is always changing. It's not, it's not going to stay the same. So it's always something that you can push yourself out of your comfort zone to learn. So I want you to switch your mindset right now. All right. So let me see if I go back to and really see. Somebody said, can't keep doing the same thing all the time and expecting a different result. If you need something to change, you have to change something. More of to every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Yeah. Every problem that you have, right? There is a solution. Every problem that you have, there is a solution out there. So it's not the fact of you can't do it, it's the fact that you just don't know how right now. And you don't know what you don't know. But guess what? You can learn it. So, like for me, I've been in cloud for 7 years, and there's nothing that I feel like I can't learn. Like, even if it scares me, I'm confident with my process and what I've been doing. I can look at some documentation, I can pull some GitHub repos, I can use ChatGPT, Claude, or Grok, or Copilot, whatever, to learn this stuff and solve problems with it. I am super confident in that. That's all you have to do. I can ask somebody, whoever. Like I know a lot of people. So like, hey, man, you have extensive experience in Kubernetes. Man, let me ask you this question. I'm confident I'm able to pick up something and learn it quickly so I can solve problems. And it's nothing quicker than to get your hands dirty. I remember I remember when I was like 19 and my sister's father, I have a sister, we have the same father, but her stepfather owned a concrete company, and he hired me to do some work. And they used to pour the concrete, and they used to take these tools. I don't know what they were called, but they would do the edging to make sure the edge was smooth, and then we would smooth with a board, smooth the inside. But I would just sit there and watch because I was scared. I was like, I didn't want to mess something up. And one day he was like, "Hey man, won't you?" He's hired somebody, and that gentleman came in. I was working there already like maybe 3 months, and that gentleman came in and just picked up the tool and got to work and started. And he was like, "Hey man, why are you sitting over there looking and such and such over here doing? Won't you learn?" I'm like, "Man, I ain't trying to mess it up." He's like, "Just pick it up and learn." He's doing it, and right then and there, that reshaped my mindset to be like, damn, all I got to do is get my hands dirty. That's the quickest experience I could ever have. All you got to do is get your hands dirty because you're going to know. See, looking and watching gives you oh, I know what it should be doing. But getting your hands dirty is understanding what do you do when it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. That's the experience, right? We could take a course, we could take a cert, we can read, we can look at a video all day and think we know what's going to happen. But when you're in those conversations, when people who actually done it on a production level or project level or not, and they having those conversations, and you're like, I don't even know what the hell they talking about. Yeah, because you sat back and you didn't get your hands dirty. It's all about your mindset. It's all about what you're willing to take to the next level for yourself and push yourself out of the comfort zone. You would never be ready, ever, 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 ever feel like you're ready. Tech is changing every day. It's going to be something tomorrow that comes out and maybe disrupt the industry a little bit. You don't know it, but it's just always like, you know what? I don't know it. But guess what? I can read up on it quickly. Right now, I can read up on it to learn more about what it does and how it's impacting the industry. And if they got any free trials or anything that doesn't cost a lot of money right now, because with services, you want to be careful. And some services actually cost a lot to use. So you can't use it without an enterprise license. So like, hey, it's anything that I can try this out real quick, a free, a quick start tutorial that I can get my hands dirty to realize what this does. That's all you need to do. And I'm gonna pause right here to be like, hey, is this valuable to y'all? I just want to know, like, is what I'm giving y'all valuable information? Put a gem in the comment and put a thumbs down if it's not. Just be super honest with me. Like, hey, if it's not valuable right now, I just want to know. But If it's valuable, put the gems in the comment. I just want to make sure the information I'm giving you is helping you reshape your mindset so you can go off and be successful. That's all I want to do. Let me take a little sip of my water real quick. Nothing like water when you're doing a live event. Now, dry as hell, and you need that little bit. And it's hanging on too. It's a little bit. Y'all hear the ice? It's a little bit of water too. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm giving y'all some valuable advice because I don't want y'all going out thinking like, oh, I'm not ready, so I shouldn't. Look, you never feel ready. Never. Matter of fact, the opportunity is going to come when you least expect it. When you want the opportunity to come, you're like, oh, I'm ready to tackle it. Yeah, I'm a beast. No opportunity is going to come. It's going to come when you like, oh shit, they want me to learn. Oh my God, they said they want me to learn this. And oh man, I got like a week to learn this thing. That's when the opportunity is going to come. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Somebody said, it's good to get experience, but you would be amazed at the game of whack-a-mole that can be played. I would have loved to have been my 100% down and dirty learning self my whole career, but that's not 100% realistic. It's not. See, look, we playing the game wrong, right? We're playing the game thinking we have to know every single thing on the list. The game ain't that. The game is, can you translate what you've done to impact? That's the game. For instance, okay, this is sales. You at this moment in this industry, in this time, in this economy, you have to sell yourself. This is what it is, right? A lot of people are doing the work. A lot of people think of this as a business. I always say this: you are a business. You're not an employee looking for a job. You're a business looking to sell your services to the best client. A lot of people are creating their business, they're creating their product, but they're not out here selling it. And to sell your product, you have to translate the impact to the customer. Think about that for a moment. Like, Clorox doesn't talk about the features. Oh, this is what our bleach has in it, has this and that and the other. They may say one thing. They selling the impact of fresh white clothes and how you gonna look when you step out in that fresh tee that you done got mud all over from playing football in. That's the impact to the customer that's gonna buy it. You understand? Let's see. Premier Protein doesn't sell the features of their protein. They might sell a little bit, but they are selling the impact that it can do to someone's body by consuming the product if they want to reach a certain level. That's the impact that you're selling for your business, for you, your service, and all the skills that you built. So we're playing the wrong game. While we're saying, look at the features, look at the features. I just did this. Look at that. No, I just did this, and this is what it means to companies out here now trying to XYZ. You need to sell the impact. So when you get into the interview, you're selling the impact of having you on the team. Here is what you're looking for. Here's the impact that I can bring. You said you're looking for someone who can do this. Here is the impact that I can bring. You're not going to say you're looking for somebody to do this. Well, I spun up a 2-node cluster, EKS cluster or Kubernetes cluster before. Yeah. What's the impact? I don't give a shit about your 2-node cluster. What impact did your cluster have on the business that you spun it up for, even if it's your own? If you can't talk about that, then you ain't ready. You ain't ready. Because we got to at least understand how to talk about that. We got to at least understand how to bring the impact. This competition is out here. But guess what? This is the secret. And this is what I've been saying for a long time. The secret is 90% of the competition don't know what the fuck they are doing anyway, and they are lazy. So they're doing the same thing. All you have to do is translate your impact, and you're up there. That means translate your impact on a resume too. I deployed a static website hosted in Amazon S3. Okay, how does that impact the business that you're applying to work at? Did they talk? Did they ask for anybody who knows how to create static websites? Or they just ask for you to have experience with Amazon S3? Okay, what's the impact of you deploying or uploading objects and deploying static sites, locking down, playing with policies, whatever the case may be in Amazon S3? What was the impact? If you can't articulate that, it's nothing. So I think I just lagged a little bit. I think I'm back now. Somebody said, "Are you able to articulate the difference you can bring to the table?" That is exactly what makes you different. What makes you different? Like, and you know what? A lot of you have a bunch of creativity that you are scared to even touch on. Like, you may be creative musically, and you say, hey, this I incorporated music into what I do, because what that does is help the people that I was teaching on my team retain information and increase their retention of the information about 40%. And we were able to get jobs done in a 2-day time span of a sprint instead of a 5-day, whatever the case may be, right? That's impact. But we're scared to dig deep into ourselves to really focus on, like, what is our creativity? Because guess what? We want to be like everybody else. We see John Smith or Marie got the job, and we're looking like, what did she do? What did she? Oh, what did she do? And you forgot that Marie is Marie. I'm Broadus. We trying to figure out the secret to success when the whole secret is within yourself. The whole secret is you detach from the outcome and say, I'm just going to get better and better and better. And it will be you in those conversations, talking the talk, walking the walk, and getting those opportunities because you just focused on getting better and you just focused on translating your impact. While other people who have the end goal is just, I got to land the job. I got to land the job. Okay, they want me to do this. Let me do these basic ass projects to show the bare minimum that I know these things. And I'm going to apply to this job. And I'm going to go on LinkedIn on a rant when they send me a rejection letter. And I'm going to tell everybody that the industry sucks. It's too much competition out here. And be aware, because you're not going to get a job. Is this valuable to y'all? Put the gems in the chat. I want to make sure this is valuable. Put the gems in the chat. I'll wait. If it's not, put the thumbs down. Give me honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? But if you put me thumbs down, just tell me why. Right? But I just want to make sure I'm giving value to help reshape your mind. And that's what all of us do. Oh man, they want me to learn this and that. Okay, let me get a cert that shows that I know this. Oh, they want me to learn Kubernetes. Let me go get the CKA cert, excuse me. Okay. All right, so I got the CKA cert, and I'm gonna apply to this role. Hey, thanks for applying to this role. Unfortunately, we moved to another candidate, or we found other candidates. See, I told you this industry is turning to shit. There's no jobs out here because I just did the bare minimum and I couldn't get one. I mean, yo, stop me if I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong, bro. Tell me. Tell me I'm wrong. Because this is what we do. So, this is the mindset you need to take from here on out. When I see a job with skills that I may not have, I'm going to, number one, I'm going to give you the game right here. Number one, if you see a job, a company, most likely, not all the time, most likely they have a public GitHub repo. that probably is filled with some commits that show you how to work with the tools that they want you to work with. Go and find that repo and learn about the tools, learn about the code base, the stack that they use. Deploy some of it. Matter of fact, not just deploy it, but be creative in adding your own solution. Think about it like, okay, even use ChatGPT, like, hey, this is the problem that they're solving with this. How can I add my own solution and be creative to maybe automate a little bit more or, think of a different service to incorporate? And then deploy it with whatever idea you have and commit it. That is experience now. You translated what you've done to impact the business. That is the bro. If you don't listen to anything else I'm giving you, I just gave you 100K game, 100K worth of game right there to get the job that nobody's gonna do. That most of y'all gonna listen and nobody's gonna do none of the stuff I just said. Go to the repo. Look at the commits, the repos, the tools, the services that they committed, and somebody commit over 100 times because they kept updating the code base. Learn the stack, learn the code, try to figure out how you can add your own solution to it, your own creativity to it. Do it, deploy it, and recommit. Well, not recommit, but commit. Push it back. Now you have something documented. Make sure you document it. Make sure you document your entire process because now you have documentation on how you've impacted their business in the exact tools that they use, yo. The exact tooling. Yep, I just added this because, this was cheaper or this actually automated more of the process or this actually helped deployment time, decrease deployment time by 60%, an incredible fact. And I think this is something, you guys may should look at because I've done this over and over and over with the service that you already use. And I switched it for this and it was amazing. No critical security issues, anything. They're going to be like, damn, okay, hold on. We got a public repo. Half of them don't even know they got a public repo. You got a public repo for real? Yeah, let me show you. This is what I pulled. Let me show the project real quick. You mind if I share my screen? Okay, let me do this. Boom, 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 bam, and translating your value and impact. And they're gonna say, "Holy shit, we ain't had nobody do that yet. Not at all." So before you submit that resume, do those steps. Guess what? That automatically fits your keywords to the ATS system that's going to look at your resume. You have keywords using the tools that they want you to use. Take your time. Build those projects. Translate your outcomes. Look, why is this? Because I'm telling you like it is. But goddamn, y'all ain't even listen to me. You're not listening. So that's the game. That's the confidence that you can bring to the table. That's the experience. Tell me that's not experience. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me that's not experience. Because you're going to have people that work for that company that haven't even touched those services. Like, oh, damn, I ain't even played with that yet. I know we was talking about using it and my team hasn't gotten access to it, but man, that's crazy. Now you got experience. Like, yep, I did it 10 times and this is what I did each time. And, now like, oh, you got that error. I got that error last week. So this is what you need to do, man. That is experience. That is guiding. That is leading. That is somebody who is going up and up, even if you don't feel ready. Brett said, it's true. Learning the stack is most of the battle. If you can prove you already know even a fundamental aspect of their stack, that's big and will stand out. Brett, no. Brett did it. So I'm open up for questions. Any questions? Feel free. Feel free to post the questions. I'm here. If I can answer it, I'm gonna answer it. If I can't, I'm gonna say, hey, I really don't know. You stumped me on this basic question, but let me get back to you. I'll be sure to DM you, etc. If you're on YouTube, whatever, I'll reply, right? But I'm here for questions. If this was valuable, put the gems in the chat. I want to make sure this cloud confidence clinics are just changing your mindset. Is this something that I want this to be something that you say, oh shit, he really just changed my mindset today? I'm going for nothing less. If that was the case today, put the gems in the chat. If that wasn't the case today, give me a thumbs down. Like, yo, for real, like, give me the thumbs down if I didn't really reshape your mindset and what you need to do to be successful today. Give me the gem if I did. Ask me the question if you need clarification. Okay, so I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds. Okay. I just got my CCNA and I was told I need hands-on experience. What can I use beyond Cisco Packet Tracer to sharpen my skills? Not sure. I'm pretty sure there's some Cisco DevNet stuff, automation network stuff that you could do. If you on LinkedIn, just ping me and say, hey, I had the CCNA question. I'll figure out. I'll even connect you with some people. I know a ton of people in that came out of that Cisco world, are still working in Cisco world. That could probably help you, and I could probably find some things that could probably help you as well. I don't know. All right. Any other questions? Let's see. Let's see. Did I miss anyone? Let's see. No. 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 Okay. Look. This is your year if you want it to be. This is your year if you want it to be. This is what we do. We literally help aspiring tech professionals and people who are already in tech go from not being confident, not having experience, to having experience, being confident, and strategy to land a high paying job. We've been doing this for 5 years, since 2020. I'm giving you, I want to serve you and give you the experience and the knowledge of my whole entire team. We put this together just to give you the right mindset that you need to take it to the next level. If you want to work with us and you need help reaching that next level, put level up in the comments. I'll reach out to you. We just have a conversation. I'll send you a doc to see, to show you how we might be able to help, because we might not, right? But if we might be able to, I want to just show you what we can do and how we help others. So if you feel this year is your year, you're really serious about building those experiences that you need, and you're not going to let anything stand in your way, and you want to work with us to do it, put level up in the comments. That's all you have to do. We'll take care of the rest. Whether you're on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, we will reach out. All right. If you have any questions that you're scared to just put in this comments, just DM me, and I got you. Okay. So let's see. It says, so I'm a cybersecurity student trying to get into the cloud security market, preferably before I graduate. I just need direction. Hit me up. DM. It's all good. And if you want to work with us, level up in the comments. Okay. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds for maybe one more question. All right. So let's see. Brett said, don't sleep on brothers in LUIT, y'all. I was in ministry with zero tech experience and I landed a job before graduating. He is in cloud operations. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's cloud operations. Killing it. So when he made that about understanding their tech stack before you even, getting into the interview and working with their tech stack already, or even understanding the basics of what they're using, he knows it firsthand. All right. So until next week, I want y'all to take this information I said and apply it this week. And I'm gonna give you some more gems next week to really just focus on taking your career to the next level. All right. Level up. If you're ready to go to the next level, Put it in the comments if you want to work with us and see if how we able to help you, if we might be able to help you get to the next level. And reach out to me for any other questions that you were scared to put in the comments. All right. So until then, see y'all. Love y'all. Have a good night. Talk to you later.